NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Jags, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Burrow hooking up with Higgins for a Bengal 1st down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And you can see in the next-gen stats, that one 62 yards in the air. Evan McPherson for the extra point.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. running play on first down will give 4 up to the 29.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Play action. It's Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Logan Wilson gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now this one complete on the slant route.
Lawrence to Jones, 1st down, Jacksonville.
And when you draft a rookie quarterback, as the Jags did with Trevor Lawrence, you want a veteran presence for him. And Marvin Jones, he fits the bill. 5 years in Detroit, 10 years overall in the league.
A handoff for Etienne.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Well, this defense for the Jags, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
Dancing away at the 35. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. And they go play action now. Burrow on the move to his left. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards, the distance covered on the catch and run. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has zero answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Great move, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Complete to Tyler Boyd. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Burrow looking to pass. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. And think about this strong safety position. They're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground. And the next-gen stats, they tell the story as he was approaching 19 miles an hour on that one. A gain there of 21 yards. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack. From the 44, Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here's Etienne. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll run with Etienne. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. DJ Reader. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. They go play action now. Lawrence. And Sharp calls it in. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
No, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play action with Burrow. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And this drive will start in enemy territory as that gets out of bounds on this side of the 50.
At the 48-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
Well, this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Forced out to his left. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Now Lawrence to throw. On the slant, he'll get it to Jones.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence.
Open man right side is Shark. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Lawrence will throw.
And this is caught off the deflection. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Etienne once more. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And his first carry, he loses the football. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. Man open, here is Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. A shotgun snap and again to Etienne. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Here's Lawrence to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
At the 17.
Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Arnold. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll run. It's Etienne. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
6 yards left on 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Now Burrow loses the football, and the Jags grab it. So potentially a turning point here in the 3rd quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, 2nd guy in, tackle the ball.
They'll try to run with Etienne. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They'll try to run with Etienne. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The kick by Lambeau is good. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Burrow will throw. Airing one out for Boyd. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Snags it for the pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Now Joe Mixon. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
An option handoff here to Mixon.
And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Burrow. It fights him off to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a 1st down.
Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Lawrence's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Finds the open target, Arnold. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A handoff running left is Etienne. It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Chark. And the Jags are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line.
DJ Chark, a Pro Bowler and a 1,000-yard receiver in 2019, saw his numbers dip a bit last year as the Jaguars cycled through some quarterbacks. He's happy to have Trevor Lawrence in town.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mixon. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. So this one